Hey gang, I positioned the camera in the exact same position as I did the last video, and I'm wearing the exact same clothes, but a whole day has gone by. That's about as much of a yeah, no. This is just a continuation of Zippo's gripes, and this is Briggs and Stratton's engine specific. You lose spark. A lot of guys will tell you, well, there's an easy fix for that. Just put an automotive coil on it. It'll run like a raped ape. No. If you're running a 6 volt or a 12 volt, depending on the coil, and the coil will say 12 volt. If it says 12 volt, it's internally resisted. If it does not say 12 volt on it, you must assume it's a 6 volt. You need to put in an external resistor on it in order to keep it from overheating and burning up. Same holds true for coilers that are battery ignition. You've got to make sure you've got the right coil, and if you don't have the right coil, that you do have the resistor in place. The resistor is not the condenser or the capacitor, however you want to call it. That's not it. But I can't tell you how many engines I've gotten in. In fact, I've got a 16 horse sitting over here with a battery coil ignition on it. The majority of the time, the coils are okay. Majority of the time. I'd say 80% of the time, 75-80% of the time, the coils are fine. But that is a gripe of mine. Don't put a battery coil on your Briggs. It's not meant to have it. Don't do it. Fix it right. Backyard mechanics. And I'm a backyard mechanic, but I like to try to do things right. So next time somebody says, oh, just put a battery ignition coil on it, think twice about it. Doesn't cost a whole lot to fix it right. Then you're not going to have to worry about blowing up the coil. And when a coil blows, it makes a heck of a mess. They overheat. They can cause all kinds of problems. So, but just don't do it, okay? And I'm going to give you guys a second one today too. And no, it's not Sunday the 26th, but it's coming out on Sunday the 26th. Hey man, come check out my ride mower. I put a smaller pulley on it and I bypass the governor and I just go straight to the throttle butterfly. This thing just screams. Let me know how long that engine lasts you. Real curious to know. These engines are rated at a specific RPM for a reason. That reason is so they will not explode. And I have seen the carnage of these engines exploding, and it's not pretty. If there's not enough metal between you and the engine blows in the right manner, you're going to wear shrapnel. You're going to get cut. You're going to get hurt. It's not funny to bypass the governor and intentionally over-rev an engine that's supposed to have a max RPM of 3,600 and go way beyond redlining it to 6 or 7 grand. These engines are not designed to do that. Specific built engines are designed to do that, but they have to have hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands of dollars invested in them to get them to rev higher and to do it safely. So don't bypass your governors. The governor's there to save the engine and to save you. These small engines, a lot of people think, screw that governor, man. I'm just going right for the gusto. I'm gonna just run this thing wide open. Bypass that, just disconnect those springs and put me a cable right on there and just yank on that cable and just watch how fast I go, man. I can go 55 miles an hour on my POS MTD ride mower with the Briggs Intech that are prone to blowing head gaskets anyway. Don't do it! Just don't. Just don't. So I'm sure I'm not going to be real popular after I get done with these, because, you know, it's like blowing the whistle on some things and voicing my opinion on it. I've seen the carnage of blown engines where people have bypassed the governors thinking, well, it goes fast, but I want it to go faster, so I'm going to make it go faster. And then they don't understand why everything blew up. So, and mind you, it's a long list and it's getting longer. I still have the back to write on. So there's your 2 for today. And if I've got the time, this will be it actually for Saturday. But if I've got the time, I'll post, shoot another couple of them and post another one Monday, another one Tuesday. But stay tuned for them. And yeah. The next two are pretty good too. I'm not going to show you what they are. You want a hint? I'm not going to give you a hint. Alright guys, that's it. Let me know what you think. If it's your first time visiting, welcome. Go and see my other videos, self-help videos on Briggs & Stratton engines, setting them up correctly as the manuals depict, and self-help videos on these wonderful vintage Simplicity and Allis-Chalmers garden tractors. And this is Zippo. Later on guys. I'm out.